Okay, let's talk about how whole life insurance works. If you're thinking about getting whole life, you're confused about how it even works, this video is exactly for you. We're going to talk about the different aspects of what makes a policy, whole life policy, in what circumstances it's a good idea to buy it, and in what circumstances they may not be a good idea to buy it. And then we're going to leave you with some pro tips that are really important to make sure if you do buy it, where you need to go, what you need to do to get the best value and price possible. Okay, so whole life in short, the best way to remember is that it lasts your whole life. That means as long as the premium payments are kept up, that no matter how old you get, it's going to pay out at the time of your death. This is in contrast to term insurance, which is terminating or temporary insurance. You may outlive it. You can't outlive whole life as long as you pay the premiums consistently. Some other features of whole life insurance include fixed rates. The premium prices are designed to be fixed in stone. They're not affected by your age where they may go up, like with other plans like term insurance or sometimes even universal life insurance. They also accumulate over time a cash value. Some policies are better at accumulating cash values than others. But the idea is if you're young enough and it's designed correctly enough, you can develop enough cash value over the course of many years to then draw that money out to borrow against it tax-free and not pay taxes on that. So some people buy whole life as some sort of like investment alternative to, investing in indexes, et cetera. It's not an investment, it's insurance. But they think like that as far as tax-free retirement goes. And it's lifetime coverage. So if you have a debt that's permanent in nature, you will have it in place and it will pay out regardless of the circumstances. Now, why would you want a whole life insurance policy? Well, one is for burial. Think about death and taxes. Ben Franklin said that, right? Death is a certainty. What's not certain is the timing of said death. And so people get a burial insurance policy because they know a whole life burial insurance policy doesn't cancel as long as I pay the premiums, and then by default, it'll be there when I need it. So a whole life plan is great for final expense burial reasons. So a lot of people around the country, millions of people in fact, have a simple plan, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 in coverage to pay for a cremation or a burial because of the reasons I just said. We also talked about tax-free retirement. Early enough and designed well enough, it's a great opportunity to draw out tax-free income. And any kind of permanent obligation, sometimes we see this in the business-to-business world, where businesses have a whole life policy they take out to pay off any sort of final taxes related to the business owner's death. So why would you not want to buy a whole life policy if you're covering a temporary obligation? So a temporary obligation would be something like a mortgage. You can pay off a mortgage, hopefully, one day, but you may not need a policy at that point. The other side is that per dollar of coverage, a whole life policy by design is guaranteed to pay out at any time, as long as you pay it, is going to be more expensive than a term insurance policy that has a preset end date that is likely for you to outlive. 98, 99% of term insurance policies never pay out. So it's going to cost less for a term insurance policy because the likelihood is that it won't pay because you'll outlive it, versus a whole life policy, which is guaranteed to pay. Does that make sense? So if you've got a temporary obligation that will eventually go away, it's probably better to get a term insurance policy to cover it, okay? So that's whole life in a nutshell. One of the biggest pro tips you can employ along with this is to make sure you're talking to a broker. You want to talk to a broker that can shop around to get you the best whole life policy available. What you don't want to do is deal with one company, a one-trick pony that only sells for one company. They're never going to give you, in most cases, the best combination of price or coverage. They may not have the most suitable underwriting terms. If you've had a health history, working with a broker can lock in more optionality for you so you have a better chance of getting the best combination of price or coverage. And guys, if that's something you're looking for whole life, for burial insurance, tax-free retirement, we can help you. Just call us at 888-626-0439, or you can fill out the form below. My company is the Dig Agency. We help clients who are looking for agents in all 50 states to help them with their life insurance needs. And we're brokers. We shop around to find the best combination of price and coverage. Thank you for listening.